Zealand, in its gay culture and rugby culture, it's a very interesting mixing point. Rugby represents a sense of team sports and masculinity and something that you're kind of meant to be.
And I just wanted to join, be a little bit more masculine. It's rugby, not a miracle.
I guess unlike the rest of the world, it's a primary sport.
I suppose the biggest misconception is that gay men quite flamboyant and not able to take tackles.
They think we're pussy, okay? Because of who we are.
Because we are tagatāpui, gay, it means that we have the ability to bring out both our feminine and male side. This calls for men to bring out your male side.
Get angry, guys. Get angry. Have some fun, boys. Play for each other. Have each other's backs like always. Right, hands up, boys. Come on. Falcons on 3. 3, 2, 1. Falcons! Come on!
Probably one of the biggest misconceptions is held against the Falcons is that we don't play rugby. The question of, oh, you play gay rugby though, right? Is it proper rugby? Is it the same rugby as like other normal people play?
This could be the time. It's going to be close. It's there. Wally has done it.
Rugby, the majority of New Zealanders, this is what we breathe. Our heroes are rugby players.
What a moment for New Zealand.
It's this thing, and it kind of represents something that you're meant to be, especially in New Zealand and Australia, and it's not. It's not who I am. Well, it wasn't who I was.
I played sport when I was in primary school, but then when I got to high school, I did a lot of like solo stuff. I guess it wasn't the best environment for a camp, chubby gay guy to be playing with. Like, I wouldn't even play rugby in PE if we were doing it or anything like that. Yeah, just because of the bullying.
Sander!
Nice intensity, boys. Come on, a bit harder, right? Okay, hit the bag, boys, hit the bag. Hit the ground, yeah.
It's a sport that I've always loved and watched. And there's a chance to learn with a team that is quite new.
So that's a good example of keeping your head up, eh?
This year when we went to our first training, there was maybe 8 people who'd never played before.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, shit, sorry. Yeah.
Rugby was kind of new to me, and I have to admit that I was going around my first season telling people I was a tight end prop, and my work colleagues told me to please leave my life at home.
We're taking guys who are novices, who've always wanted to play, but found that sort of the barriers of perceived homophobia and things like that meant that they didn't take up those opportunities. The philosophy is, I think, about being inclusive generally. It's not a requirement that you're gay in order to be involved in the team, but you've got to commit to that sort of inclusivity.
It's like you're wearing league shorts.
I think for me, I can be myself as camp or mask or whatever you want to call it, you know? Yeah, like...
Just those random things that like just are our personality and how we interact with each other off the pitch. So being able to be the same on the pitch is just...
And I think that's like celebrated within the team.
Yeah.
Previous to this, I'd just watch rugby to check them out rather than actually what the game's like. But now I've actually like watched rugby games and I'm like, I know what they're doing. I'm not just looking at the butt.
Yeah! Yeah!
Later on in life, having this opportunity where kind of more in touch and accepting of who I am as a person and knowing that, you know what, this actually is still a possibility and something that I'd never actually wanted or considered growing up, and just saying, well, fuck it, give it a go. Why not?
Yeah, fucking any time now.
Ray does it quite a lot.
Shave your legs, buddy.
Do I?
Oh, stranger.
Good, bro. How are you?
Just to prove Wallace places no Andy's, oh, look, he had them on jockeys, little damn butters. Yeah, he can.
He had an injury in
Anyone's
his
got a pair of those size.
acromioclavicular
How you
joint.
doing, mate? You right?
How old is he?
So we're trying to just stabilise the shoulder.
The current competition grade that the New Zealand Falcons play in is the President's Grade. It's an Auckland regional competition founded and run by players who used to play in the Premier grades and have moved on a bit in years. We've had comment from other teams going, oh, you're young and fast and fit. I'm like, yep, get 2 of your team and they will have more cumulative experience than most of our team combined. And that's what I worry about, is the lack of experience and training in some players may increase their risk of injury.
Personally, like, I felt getting used to the physicality really challenging. Every single game, I would have a little anxiety attack that I'd have to manage. It's not an easy game, but that's why it's so rewarding.
As somebody who has played and broken ribs and what else, walk away with black eyes and bleeding and cuts, I don't think that this grade is any less brutal. It is still rugby.
I was really scared.
So was
to start with. I remember, going in for a tackle and all that sort of stuff. They're like, get low, and I'd be like, no, not on the ground.
I was shitting myself. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like in training, you can learn how to tackle and you can learn how to be tackled, but unless some 20-stone guy is running at you, you're not going to know.
Back! Gotta play the rim! Get back!
Get out, mate, get out.
Well done. What we're doing is we're playing an old man's game. We know that they're hard and fast in the rucks and the moors, they're dirty in there. They're old people. That's what we do. So what we've got to do is play to our advantage. Where is our advantage? Pass from our forwards.
Speed.
Speed. So let's do
All
that.
day long. Go Falcons!
Go!
My name is Willie Tahiri. I'm one of 20 children, 14 brothers and 5 sisters, and we all played rugby.
Yes!
We actually did play a lot of gay groups, so I was sort of already in that realm of accepting them for who they are. They had the same passion as what I did, playing the sport. With that sort of mentality, it's a no-brainer, really. We're there to play our sports.
What we did today was reasonably good, but what we did was we played into their hands. They played a scrappy rugby game, and we got brought into that. So we gave it back. If we had stuck to our own principles and played what we've always played, we could have done better. Remember, we're not only here representing one another. Falcons is our name. There are people that have come before us that are highly supportive of this team, and we've got to reflect that in everything we do because they think we're pussies, okay? Because of who we are. So, huddle in, come in, pull one another in. Regardless of the outcome, we stand together as one. We will be one team, okay? All right. What's our names?
Falcons.
What's our names?
Falcons.
What's our names?
Falcons.
Well done. Let's go.
Where do we think our strengths lie? Where do we think our weaknesses are? That's going to help us to be able to improve and get a good game plan.
You know, what's awesome for me is when boys have their voices up. Converse of that is we let it die, and then no one's got any clue.
Yeah, sometimes we're too silent.
Good. 2, 1, go!
So if you're going to tackle, you're going to put brace and you're going to drive and go like that, okay? But what you're doing is you're putting your foot over here and you're going to end up getting hurt. That's the one. That's the one.
My name is Rocky Tahuri and my role is coaching the forwards.
Also, I'd like to congratulate you guys on your lifting and the line out. And it's just beautiful seeing somebody grab the ball and bringing it down like this.
Our principles are whānau based, and for us it is about a family. And what we know within our own whānau is that individuals are individuals regardless of their sexual preference, regardless of their ethnicity. Individuals who want to play rugby should be able to.
Now come in, tackle, shoulder. Okay, now you start driving in. What are you doing to me? You're actually helping me to go around. So, hey, look at that. So that's your weak side, so put yourself on that weak side. That's it. Got it? Yep. And let me drive.
Adrian, what does it mean to you to be a Falcon?
It means to be part of family for me because I'm gay, so yeah. So this is the only place that I think I can be myself. I mean, because you can't do everything outside, so because there might be some people who can't accept as who you are. So this is the only place I think I can be myself. So.
Oh, hey guys, come in close. Just before we go home, just want to teach you guys something. It's just one thing. Jay will probably know. Yeah. So if you're going mealy, it just means rub your hands. So it's mealy. And then when the caller goes patia, it's one clap. Second slow patia, and then it's 2 claps. And then it's total foul, which is. Yep. Okay, so we do that again. So mealy. Patia, low party, total foul. So the rhythm is bang, bang. Bang.
It's a huge privilege to be selected as a captain. Historically, I've always been kind of a quiet player. I've always kind of followed. So this was a character building for me.
Low party, total foul. Hey, Falcons! Hey, Falcons!
Hey, Falcons! Yeah, doing the nominations, I was kind of reluctant to put my name forward. I spoke about just about real close relatives of mine who are gay. And so they never had the chance of kind of playing rugby because he didn't feel it was a safe environment for him. Yeah, so I kind of spoke about that, how close it is, like hits me, and you see the kind of discrimination in sport.
As one of the straight players on my team, a lot of the guys in the Falcons I consider to be like close friends. I like, almost like brothers to me. So I take it personally when you hear sort of like derogatory comments on the field, like just, fag or, use the team of all the homos around or whatever. But I always, get brought back to earth pretty quickly by a lot of these guys that have been living with this sort of stuff for their whole live. They tell me, Matt, water off the duck's back, bro. Like, just get on with the game. And that sort of, drives me forward. Like, sort of, I have a lot of respect for that. Being able to share that common goal of just wanting to be able to play rugby is a big thing, you know, like when it all boils down, that's all we really want to do. Is get out on the field with the lads, you know, and play some games.
Was it you at our first training in the TAD you were saying that you grew up next door to a prison?
It's not just the rugby team. This is the whole community that we represent. So every time we go out on the field, play as hard as I can for them.
Can we get away from captain? 4 hours later. Where's
Nevin, what you want us to do?
Each time you play a Falcon game, the thing I like the most is that they're about inclusion. You know, wake up, New Zealand. It's not the 50s. There's nothing to fear. You know, you can get along with it, you know. Hell, they even drink beer. I prefer Pinot myself.
Forget about what happened last night. Forget about what's going to happen tonight. If they're going to bully us, let them bully us. Let's just carry on and do what we got to do. Stay to structures and stay to what we know.
Your line up.
Go down there, nice left. Get on him. Get on his shoulder. Yeah.
That's all I know. Let's go.
I think a lot of teams actually think it will be an easy win. I don't know why, but the Falcons are really slow starters. They always seem to sneak in 2-3 tries at the beginning.
Sort it out, back line.
You can see the other team think that they're just going to walk all over us. Then, about 10, 15 minutes in, they start freaking out and they start getting really antsy. That's when occasionally it has happened where they take it to another level where they're like, you know, oh, you faggot, and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, like, we all give each other shit. Like, that's cool. Like,
yeah, like there's banter in sport. You tease each other, but if it's a consistent, like, theme of being gay, obviously the gay person isn't going to want to come out.
Falcons, get up, get up.
Yeah, good hands. Support him out.
Thanks.
That's the half. Come on.
So what we've got to do as forwards is that we've got to fan out. We know that they're doing the breakdown from a set play, from a scrum. They're actually hitting, they're wanting us to commit, and then they're finding us in disarray and they're doing cuts on the inside of us. You know, this team, they're starting to play old school. We met a team that plays old school a couple of weeks ago, dirty. What we got to do is stay composed. Okay, our ref is onto it, but we got to play our own game.
Right there, Falcon.
I suppose the biggest misconception is that when people stereotype gay men, do you mean quite flamboyant and yeah, not able to take tackles, but it's quite different, you know. It just shows the diversity of who gay men are. Yeah, we win some, we lose some, but we fight hard. It doesn't matter what your orientation are, we're still physical males, and we give as good as we get on the pitch.
Get up, run hard, run hard!
Yeah, I think it toughens you up, both on the pitch and off the pitch. What I think rugby means to New Zealand, it's a cultural thing. Falks are one of the only teams that integrate a cultural performance before any game, and both nationally and internationally, it's recognised everywhere.
We just need to tighten up our movements, tanema. It's not like performing a haka means to bring out the mongrel. It means to bring out that strong tane element. Because we are tagatāpui, gay, it means that we have the ability to bring out both our feminine and male side. This calls for men to bring out your male side. So it's not so much of doing those ones. It's lifting your foot. Remember, you're going to war. Okay, boys, stand here, ready yourself. Imagine you're on the field. Hold it there. Come on! Put the hook down. Put the hook at the top.
Come on, Falcons, go! You're with them, run with them!
Keep the pressure on. We know what our game plan is.
Rugby, it's masculine. It's competitive, it's sporty. And this is everything that I'm not.
Get that ball! Get that ball!
Doing something that's so completely not me and just absolutely loving it and having such an amazing time. That's what the Falcons has been, and I think that's what it can offer to a whole bunch of people.
I think the rugby and other sporting institutions have got to create environments where modern players want to hang out in. And, you know, if there's bullshit, bloody homophobia or trash talk, it turns people off.
Oh, come on, suck it up!
So I think you sort of ignore inclusivity as an administration to your peril.
Wake up, speed the game up!
We are breaking down barriers in society at blistering pace. The world's changing fast, you know, and I don't doubt that in the near future there will be just an equal playing field for everyone when it comes to sports.
Nice kick, Mike. Best kick of the day, Mike.
The biggest misconception would be that a team like us isn't needed. Being involved with things like this is actually about stepping forward with confidence. It's about feeling like you belong.
I would say if you are gay, don't be shy. You know, we believe that if your own family doesn't support you, you will have another family out there who will look after you and nurture you.
Go, go! Come on, Adrian!
Go down there, nice. While you may focus on sport and try to block out that other side, it's always there. It affects your life until you come out, and then you can focus on everything else, and that's not an issue.
Bring it home! All right, boy!
I'm very thankful that the Falcons represent something that is more than rugby. It's more than gay culture and identity. It's bridging that gap between rugby and sport back in the day where people who were identifying as being not the norm felt separate.
Oh, good work, Falcons.
Regardless of straight, gay, whatever, just let your freak flag fly and just be whoever you are, you know? Like, I think that's the most important thing that we all need right now. Just
be yourself.
And be proud. Be proud of who you are. And just be happy. Yeah.
Thank you very much for all our ones that have come to support us. And player of the day today is Adrian.
Well done, Falcons! Great game.
Good game, guys. Good game.
Looks like Ed's life, that was a disappointment.